That should have been in by now. I just shut the pump off, so yeah, you know, it's got quite a bit of water to come back down and squirt right there. Looked over and that should be turning while it's running, while it's coming in. I thought, well, shit, I know I turned the clutch back on. Otherwise it wouldn't have moved in how far it did. Oops. I don't know what the hell or why. No, it's good on this side, but it's all kinds of clustered right there. See what I'm doing in the morning. Hopefully it'll pull off and not screw up any of that level line system. Because if it's off too far, that's a pain. It really screws shit up. So I'm gonna go to bed. You know what I'm doing. Yeah, that one didn't make it in last night when I shut it off. Had I stayed till midnight, it would have been in. So just got the pump going, get that one in. The orb isn't really showing anywhere yet. I mean, there's getting to be a bright spot over there, but yeah, it's still sleeping. They didn't play rugby or tackle football or anything funky like that with the gun sitting out there all night. I gotta figure out what the hell. Well, not so much figuring out what the hell, it's getting it drugged back out, and hopefully it all comes evenly. I don't know why it did it. Yeah, shit happens, right? So that's what I'm going to do, is hopefully it'll pull out. It better pull out. I'll upset them a little. Hopefully I can get it pulled out without going clear through the ditch, but I got a funny feeling how many rats are involved here. There's at least 4. Could be 5. So I might run out of room. Oh well. It is what it is, right? Take my chariot over and drag it out. That looks better. I had enough room. I got it pulled out as far as I could, and then I could actually get the bike on this side of it and push it out a little, which finished it. All I can think that happened is the hose slacks a lot when you pull out, and if more than 1 or 2 of these is slack on the bottom, they get loose. And pulling our short distance here back to the ditch, it slacked and crisscrossed and did its thing. But it's going now, as long as it stays that way. And there's the orb. Well, that's almost the end of it. I got a bale here. We got one there we got to tie a twine on. Then we just get picked up where the twine gets tied on. And you can see where I pushed. I can't see in the camera, but about dead center. Pushed branches out of the way there, pushed them out of the way over there. I just spent some time on the other side of the ditch, opening up that corner. You know, branches getting away, blackberries grow. A lot of blackberries, and I pushed a bunch of dead stuff over on the other side over there, like straight over the top of the trailer. Yep, there's the last big load anyway. I'll come over with a little truck to get the other one and come back for the tractor. Then I gotta go back to that last place where Ty bailed and push a bunch of shit out of the way there too. One corner I ran over. I think it was actually a tree trunk from an old walnut tree when I was cutting, so I obviously didn't cut that far over. And another place there I had to go around a bunch of shit that was down. I don't know if I'm going to do that today. I'll get this in today. By the time I get back, it's going to be noon and it's already too hot. And tomorrow I get to go for my DOT physical. Yay. 8:30 in the morning in a new place. New. well, not necessarily a new place, but they have moved them once again to a different building. And that seems to happen about every few years. They either get moved from one end of one building to the other end, or, you know, they just move them all together to a different building. About 10 miles from where they were. It's actually closer for me, but that's going to waste a chunk of morning. When it's going to be cooler out, of course. But anyway. Yeah. Sad thing is, Landowner here has 2 link belt excavators. He's got a little John Deere Mini too. And to the best of my knowledge, he still has I don't remember if it's a TD7 or TD8 dozer. And he used to keep things up, but you know, he retired and I don't know what all happened, and I don't even know why he's still got the equipment here. His dump truck's still here. He's got a really nice triple axle tilt deck trailer, just like one more he's got. You know, and it's always been kept in top condition. I don't know. I'd love to have his smaller link belt. His smaller one's probably about the size of the one Shane Holst has, if anybody's seen him playing with his. And his bigger one, I didn't see it the other day, but I could see it when I was loading. It's kind of sitting where the trees are hiding it now. It makes the smaller one look like a toy. Anyway, I can get strapped down and go home and get some lunch, then unload it.
Alright, God wanted me to video this. He gets a little tippy to the uphill side, but the downhill side he doesn't. Which means I need to get my butt in gear because I gotta set plastic down for him. And gotta move that damn wheel barrel too. But I could park this thing in the shade. Since, you know, I don't have water and Powerade. But he's been stacking around the big baler, which is not fun. Point that out, it is not fun at all. So I think he's going to finish this out and then we'll move the big baler.
Well, if I get things in the right order, by now you should have seen me unloading the first set off the trailer. Yeah, it wasn't very dramatic. The next set was pretty dramatic. A little heavier set. This bale here in front of me, she got her marked as 29%. That's what it was when she was...
I probed it 6 times, 3 on each side.
That's what it was when she was stacking them in the field. Those two are both 19. I just had to recheck that one. Keep in mind it's set in the field, basically a couple days, 100 degrees out. She can't find over 10% on it. And both that were 19, she can't find over 11% on them. And she's used 2 different probes. So she's used the new one we got that doesn't measure under 8%. And she used the orange one that I carry in this tractor. So 2 different styles, and she's getting the same reading with both of them. She's saying 3 different styles, but
because the other one's technically the same as
the other one's on the one that does the nothing below 8% there on the bike. And she used the one we carry in the other tractor in the field. So anyway, I guess those will go in then. I only got a few more to put in there.